Hello everybody, this is Cesar. And first of all, I would like to thank you all for the amount of messages you've been sending me about the silent guitars and some questions, and for the views. The channel is growing, the views are growing. Thank you very much for your support, really. Well, today I would like to answer a couple of questions I have received, well, more than a couple, in personal messages about the new silent guitar. And it's a kind of what are the things that I like, what are the things that I dislike. So let's take a look, because there are a couple of things that are really, in my opinion, annoying, and I would like to share them with you. So first of all, what I like. What do I like? I like the sound. I like the sound and I like recording with it. I've uploaded a couple of covers. Queen, Is This the World We Created? And Adele, Skyfall. And I think you can listen to the guitar. You have many possibilities for recording with the different type of blending, and the effects on the preamp are super high quality. So recording with it and the sound. The second thing that I really enjoy is the playability, because you can take it to a very low action without having fret bass, and it's a joy to play. So those are the two main things I really like. I also like the fact that you don't need to be battery dependent, because you have your DC input here. And by the way, you can use the adapter. If you have a nylon silent guitar like I do, you can use that adapter. It does not come with the guitar. It came with the nylon strings. And then, well, you don't need to be battery dependent. And I also like to have the aux in here, because it allows you to play with the many possibilities of an aux in. Okay, so those are the main things that I like. And now let's go and listen to the shadows, because there's a couple of things that are really kind of annoying, to be honest. So the first thing I don't like is the lack of visibility of some of the knobs. And looks like the guys from Yamaha have only learned partially. I made the same comment in my first review of the nylon string guitar. By the way, it's reaching the 16,000 views. Well, as you see here, you have the white kind of mark in the buttons, so you know where you are. But here, here, and here, so basically in the treble, in the bass, and in the aux, you never know where you are. And in a gigging situation in which you don't have a lot of light, or even when you're recording in your studio or at home, that's really annoying. It should have not been that difficult to just put here a white mark to make you understand where you are, right? So that's the first thing. And the other thing that really annoys me, and annoys me a lot, is how the frame is attached to the body of the guitar. The system is the same than in the former models, than in my nylon silent guitar. You basically put here your frame, then you tighten your strap buttons, the one on the back and the one on the bottom, and in theory it's ready to go. And it is. But the problem is that these two wheels, especially this one, become loose very, very easily. Even when you have your strap here, and when you're playing, even with the moves that you do with your body naturally, this becomes loose, and then the frame starts moving a little, but sometimes it even goes to the detachment. In my case, it has detached a couple of times. And really, I mean, it was not happening in the nylon string model, in the former models. And it's a pity, because when you're playing, the ergonomics of the instrument are not correct, because the frame starts to become loose. You can feel it moving, and then you start feeling insecure, right? And it's really annoying when you're playing. And if the guys from Yamaha will watch this video, guys, you need to get this done. You need to get this correct. You need to solve this issue, because it's a pity. It's a fantastic tool for recording. I love this instrument, but the thing with the frame, I don't know what it is. I don't know if the screws at the strap buttons are too short, probably, and then you don't have enough space to tighten them correctly, because it was not happening with the former one. So you need to get this solved. This is, in my honest opinion, a little bit of an oversight. And in a company like Yamaha, I have to say it's a pity, because they usually put a lot of attention to the detail. Guys, if you're gonna buy it, you need to take into account this thing, right? And I'm thinking on what I can do in order to make these two strap buttons work better, and then to get the frame very well attached to the body without any movement. Well, being fair to the guys from Yamaha, in the Spanish edition of the Guitarist magazine, it's the same magazine. I buy sometimes the English edition, I buy sometimes the Spanish edition, depending on which airport I am, you know. In the Gear of the Year 2015, they make a mention about the Yamaha silent guitar. They consider it one of the pieces of Gear of the Year 2015. And by the way, you know, if you look at it, it says 716 euros retail pricing. I bought it for $500 in Japan with the discount. Anyway, that's to be fair too. See you very soon, guys. Bye.